Princess Sarah's Journey. Episode 9, The Storm Inside the Castle. The road home stretched quietly beneath Sarah's boots as the sun melted into gold behind the hills. Her castle stood tall and welcoming, its towers glowing softly like warm lanterns in the evening light. Birds circled above the rooftops, and banners swayed lazily in the breeze. Everything looked safe, familiar, peaceful. After so many long days of traveling, she expected her heart to feel light. Instead, something heavy followed her steps, like a cloud she couldn't see. Still, she told herself she was just tired. Home meant rest. Home meant calm. At least, that was what she hoped. Inside the castle, the air felt different. Too still. Too quiet. Candles flickered even though the windows were shut tight. Curtains lifted and dropped without a breeze. Her footsteps echoed louder than usual along the stone floor. The silence pressed against her ears like deep water. It wasn't scary yet, just strange. Like the world was waiting. Like the walls were listening. Sarah wrapped her arms around herself and walked deeper inside, trying to ignore the uneasy feeling growing in her chest. A low rumble rolled above her head. She froze. Slowly, she looked up. Dark gray clouds swirled along the ceiling beams, curling and twisting like smoke. Tiny sparks of lightning flickered between the chandeliers. Clouds, inside the castle. That wasn't possible. The air tingled against her skin. Her heart beat faster. Something wasn't right. Something hidden was waking up. Without warning, the storm burst open. Wind rushed through the halls, knocking over chairs and scattering books like leaves. Rain poured from the ceiling in silver streaks. Thunder crashed so loudly it shook the floor beneath her feet. Torches hissed and went dark. The once warm castle felt wild and alive. Everything spun into chaos. The storm wasn't outside the walls. It was here. Inside her safe place. Fear pushed her forward. She ran. Down one hallway, then another. Her boots splashed through puddles forming on the floor. But the storm followed close behind. Lightning flashed at her heels. Thunder chased her like footsteps. The faster she moved, the louder it became. It felt like the castle was shouting at her, like something inside her didn't want to be ignored anymore. Finally, her legs gave out. She reached the center of the castle and stopped. Breathing hard, soaked and shaking, she realized running wasn't helping. The storm only grew stronger. Slowly, she lowered her shoulders. She didn't move. She didn't hide. For the first time, she stood still. The wind circled her, but she stayed. Small. Quiet. Brave. Between the thunder, she began to hear something else. Memories flickered inside the lightning. Lonely nights. Quiet tears. Angry thoughts she never spoke aloud. All the feelings she had buried deep down so she could stay strong. The storm wasn't trying to hurt her. It was trying to be heard. It was made from everything she had pushed away. She placed her hand over her heart and closed her eyes. She let herself feel everything. The sadness. The fear. The frustration. She didn't fight them this time. She let the emotions flow through her like rainwater through open hands. Slowly, the thunder softened. The wind slowed. The rain grew warm instead of cold. The storm began to shrink. Clouds faded into gentle light. Lightning turned into tiny glowing sparks drifting like fireflies. Sunbeams poured through the tall windows, filling the halls with gold. The floors dried. The air felt fresh. The castle seemed to breathe again. It wasn't broken. It wasn't ruined. It was simply lighter. Just like her heart. Sarah stepped outside into the morning sun, stronger than before. She understood now. Storms weren't enemies to escape. They were messages to understand. Feelings weren't dangerous when faced with courage. They were guides. And every storm, no matter how loud, would always pass if she listened. With steady steps and a calmer heart, she continued her journey, ready for whatever skies waited ahead.